Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. This is the time of the week where we get to do what we do best, and that's talking shit and telling lies. So grab you a cold, sit back and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Professionally Average Podcast.
Hey.
Oh shit! Oh god! I didn't know it was live. Fuck.
Hey. Welcome to Average Professional. Professionally Average.
He's taking a little nappy.
You know why we're taking a fucking nap?
Why are we taking a nap?
This weather sucks.
Dude, this weather is
fucking ass.
Butt cheeks, dude.
Welcome
Butt
to the
cheeks.
Professionally Average Show.
Hello.
We do what we do best, talk shit,
Tell lies.
We're back again on a Friday
Yes. Hi.
evening.
Ooh, a little late night.
Little late night.
Late night delight. You know what I mean?
It's kind of might be a regular time for us. Is it a regular time for us? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe mids.
But yeah. So we're here. The weather has been trash.
Trash.
I can't stand it,
Trash.
and it's enough to make you want to fucking nap.
Oh god, yeah. 100%.
Especially when you're in the shop and you listen to the rain hit the roof. Just
Yeah, that flat roof up there, just
you're like, take a minute.
the mics might even pick that up.
It's either gonna make me want to fall asleep or take a piss.
Well,
Sometimes both.
I get it.
But it's Friday. We got beers.
Burst.
We got our boys.
Burst.
We got our bitches
Ooh.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I actually don't currently know where mine's at.
It's fine.
She's en route somewhere.
That's alright.
She decided, to do her thing. I said, do your thing, baby girl.
Yeah, that's right.
You good?
Boogie.
Let me preface that. She
Preface.
Huh?
You said preface, I said preface.
Preface, yeah. Let me preface that. She wanted some girls' time.
Dirty time.
I said, she's like, do you care? I was like, baby, go.
Get out of my hair.
Not even
What up,
that,
big bro?
just go. She's like, what are you going to do? I was like, there's going to be three things. I'm going to hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
You're going to do that. I'm going to drink. I want to play
Thank you for the stars,
Warcraft.
Lindsay. Right out the gate. Always appreciate it.
Thank you. We're going to play World of Warcraft. Literally, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
And I've been playing World of Warcraft.
Sweet.
Did that.
Hi.
Check.
Now we're here.
Drink.
Bow. Gang.
Check. Hang out with the boys. Check.
Check. Hanging out with the boys.
Hang out with the boys.
Boys'
and
night.
Lindsay and Brett. Yo.
Boys' night in the Professionally Average studio.
Not a terrible night. Not really a terrible night.
Minus the rain. Rain really puts a damper on
does
everything.
suck.
But it's fine.
So,
Brian,
what up, Brett?
I need you to pick one topic that we're going to talk about for the next 25 minutes.
Yep.
Don't care what it is.
Don't care at all.
Give me something off the cuff. And if you got nothing, turn around and be like, yo, Mao, what you got?
Did she say it has used 200 stars?
She didn't, she can't take stars from us. She sent us stars.
She just sent us stars,
that's
stars?
Yeah, we get the discount stars, save her money, you know what I mean?
Like send 2 stars, get 1 free.
Yeah, BOGO stars.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So, remember all that shit we talked about
No.
last week?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Because you know why? We ain't do shit.
Nah.
Nah. My Brian's using a lot of stars too. Fuck.
Damn, Bryson's 200 stars? Brian, give us a topic to speak about tonight. It's your show. Don't care what it is.
Not at all.
Don't care. And if you ain't got nothing off the cuff, ask Miles. See what she says.
Yep. And if she don't have nothing, Tony, you can let us know.
Lindsay, whoever,
Lindsay.
anybody.
Welcome to Professionally Average Show, where we do what we do best: entertain Brian, Lindsay, and Tony every week.
Yeah.
That's it. Can't hang out with us in person? No problem.
Oh, what the fuck
Don't
happened
even
there?
need a camera. Don't even need a camera.
God dang it.
Coming back on.
We're back.
We're back, baby. Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Mamma mia.
Yeah. No.
So Brian's just not gonna come through for us, I guess. Brian here, like, I'm gonna send some stores and get out of this though. I'm gonna dodge this bullet.
He's like, yeah, don't put that pressure on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. What about you, Lindsay? What'd you get? Give us a topic. Give us something. Give us something to work off of here this evening.
Just anything.
Because nobody wants to hear about life problems and stuff like that.
No. Maybe you do. I don't know.
One of these days I'm gonna write a book on mine. But
You're fucking up. You just need to make it serious, dude.
well, so the guys at
Turn
work
that book into a script and fucking.
the
pass
guys
it
at work
out.
say that I should just wear a GoPro around for my life, and
Like,
I don't think that's a solid plan. But
that would be the best reality TV show ever. It'd be great.
yeah, love on the spectrum.
Love on the Corky.
Ooh, Cork Island.
Cork Island. Teens graduating and entering the real world.
All right, done deal.
Oh.
Have no freaking clue.
Well, I love this topic. Actually, let's get into it.
Because Wild Bill just hit what he graduation is actually like the end of school is what next week probably.
I don't know. I seen
No, I mean, but like the end of school, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, dude, if you go through graduation, you're done.
Yeah, I get that, but
You
like
done.
you still get the end of like the school year still has to finish.
No, not for him.
You ain't gotta go no more,
Nah.
but it still has to
That's
finish.
mostly for the teachers at this point.
Yeah, that's fine. But
They're doing their end of the year paperwork and shit.
the fucking they have to shut the doors and turn the lights off for the school year to be done. So
I wanted to give a commencement speech in my
Go
high
ahead.
school so bad.
why didn't you?
Because they don't want my ass up there telling them facts.
Well,
I feel bad. Okay, so I thought about this long and hard.
sure.
Because I always thought that if I had somebody like me when I was in high school, talk and actually not blow all the world's smoke up my ass.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, just fucking take advantage of me early. Like, everybody gets up there and it's like, to the class of 2025, we did it.
We did it. We worked so hard.
I want to be like, to the class of 2025, you're not special.
Not special at all.
Not a single
you think you worked
fucking
hard?
one. You did what you were supposed
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. The last girl that was up here that gave a 25-minute speech about how great and how amazing the world's about to
How
be.
you about to
It's
leave?
gonna suck. It's gonna suck
going
fucking real bad.
To be fucking awful. I was like,
The rainbows and
you are now-
unicorns don't exist.
Yeah, guess what? You now after you move your tassel over to the other side, now we can be real with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Everything
You're
we told
all
you was a lie.
Useless pieces of fucking shit
Garbage.
who have nothing to offer at this moment.
Zero talent, zero skill. I don't care what they taught you. You're about to hit real world application, and it all goes out the window.
All those straight A's that you got in fucking arts and
Don't
crafts
mean
and all
shit
don't
to
pay the
McDonald's.
fucking bills, bitch.
It don't mean shit at McDonald's either. So
Not
get
at
the fuck
all.
out. Come on.
Yeah, and guess what? I was like, you are now one step away from. I want to offend you now because
wait,
life is
but
going
wait.
to offend you the rest of your
But no,
life.
let's go ahead and take this one up just a skosh, just a beep, like one notch. Now they're gonna go to college. Some, not all, but some are going to college. Mm-hmm. Where they will prolong the real world hitting them, so they'll live for the next 4 to
I ain't
8
gonna lie.
years in this
I'd be like,
bliss.
if you're not going to school for something medical or something legal, don't
or some real actual engineering degree.
don't fucking go.
Don't go.
You're going to waste
Yeah.
your fucking time.
And a whole lot of money.
You just accumulate life-crushing debt
Yes.
only for you to graduate college thinking that you're going to start out at $250,000 a year
With
in
your
a
liberal
mailroom.
arts degree.
Yeah. Fuck you. Go learn a skill. Go pick up a trade. Go figure out. Do yourself a favor. Go figure out how taxes work. 'Cause they don't teach you that shit.
Dang,
but
you ain't had no
definitely-
tax
No,
class.
but you got a fucking A in esports. Good job, Billy.
Sweet. Clap
Little
for you.
Johnny and Jimmy.
You're dope.
You were the first Fortnite team in the world.
And
Go-
it,
go fuck yourself.
like Brian's boy, he's going into the trades, and he, thankfully he has a father like Brian, who a little rough on the edges, because you walk into the trades, You walking into some shit.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of caffeine addicted, nicotine addicted, methamphetamine addicted motherfuckers. You know
the best part
doing
is
all kinds of wild shit, building the world.
He's gonna go into one of these trades, and this boss is gonna get in his ass. He'd be like, "Listen here, you useless sack of shit." He's like, "I'm sorry, pussy. You
That's
think my
crazy.
dad got me
So,
on
yeah.
this shit early?"
I was trained from a young age to deal with this.
My dad has whooped my ass from day one. You ain't shit. Actually, Brian, you need to maybe start being a little nicer to him. Like, be a
Like,
little
all right,
easier.
now that you out here-
You might have birthed an actual demon that his boss is never gonna respect his boss because you already came down on his ass.
But I say, like, even with JJ, like, I talk to JJ just like he's a field hand, right? And you know, so I do it.
You useless suckers.
Yeah, like I talk to him like he's a field hand, and
Poor fucking kid.
but here's the hell of it. He's going to be he's going for electrical construction, so he's going to be going into the electrical field, be an electrician. Because I was smart enough to tell him, because he wanted to be a welder. I said, don't be the fucking welder, because you either have to have your own fab shop or rig and travel the country. Yes, you have a blast. You'll never see home again to make any money. Because
He's already there, Bart.
and you know, I talked to him for years now, just like he's a field hand. So no matter what workforce he ends up in, he is completely prepared.
Oh, he's fine.
Like, oh, you think that's some shit? You should hear what my dad says on Sunday morning at breakfast, you pussy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you think you're yelling at me? Hey, try throwing raw peanut shells in an trash bag garbage can. You think you know scolding? You don't know fucking... My dad flew home to dump my trash can and flew back.
but I like, you know,
You gotta be a buck of fly.
that's not why I flew home. That's not why I flew home. It just happened while I was home.
That's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my face is turning red.
No, man, like you know, it's the whole misconception that these students are gonna come out and they're gonna be treated like they were in high school, and they're gonna go to work at 19 different facilities before they can get one that sticks because they're entitled because I got good grades. Well, I don't need. Don't give a fuck.
I was talking to this dude the other. Actually, I was talking to this guy yesterday. I was on a test drive with this dude, right? He owns his own business. Okay?
Sure.
Can't get a motherfucker to work for him.
No.
He's like, I was like, what's going on? He was like, this fucking kid don't know shit about shit. Looked me dead ass in the face. Said some shit like, he's like, well, how much do you think you should start out making an hour? Straight face. He's like, 35. For what?
For
Yeah, he's like, that's fair. It's a livable wage. I'm like,
yeah, it's most definitely a livable wage. But what talent, skills, or skill set do you bring to the table?
but I deserve it.
But okay, cool. Sure, I will pay you the $35 an hour if you can negotiate it out with facts. I have done X, Y, Z, proven. Here's references to say, and like you got to bring something more than, hey, I'm just out of high school.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did it at Tech.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, I mean, like all the stuff they taught you there, great. You have a basic understanding. We're going to take you and teach you how to actually fucking do it because this is what we do.
Yeah.
You come here to work for Robinson Construction. We specialize in X, Y, Z. We may do all the alphabet, but this is our specialty here.
Yeah.
So we are now going to teach you how to actually do that job.
You know how to read a tape measure
Yeah.
and not use the numbered ones.
You know, and you know what the hell it is? We're still going to send you looking for a sky hook. And a flange turner and shit like that. And so you're gonna fall for it because you don't know, but you want the $35 an hour.
You're gonna get
There's no
offended
way,
as fuck though.
huh?
You're gonna get offended as fuck though.
Oh yeah, get offended, get all butthurt.
I'm talking to HR. Excuse me, Miss HR lady. I've been looking for a sky hook for
absolutely,
this whole
Zach.
fucking week.
The best skill set to learn is sales, 100%. Because no matter what you're doing, even as a field hand, you're selling something to either your crew foreman or his boss, or at some point you got to sell yourself to even get a fucking job.
Sales is
Sales is huge.
It's what makes the world go.
Absolutely.
We live in a consumer-based world. There is goods and services. There's either people buying stuff or people selling stuff.
100%.
That is,
There's nothing else. There's no other transactions.
Salesman myself. Yeah, I can say that. You know why I can say I'm a master salesman? Because I fucking sold everything under the motherfucking sun.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
You've
sold a whole lot.
You know what I did? I sucked for a whole long time, and then I fucking did it for long enough that now I'm fucking excellent. Yes, I'm allowed to say that because I've earned it. I didn't just graduate and be like, I could sell. No, I had to suck and learn the hard way.
Yeah, no, I mean that's you got to be able to sell, and if you can't, even if you can't sell, at least have the ability to speak. Speaking skills is huge.
Communication is
like literally, like you got to. These are things that you must know. And if you ever have any desire to have your own business or do anything on your own,
don't.
I mean, that's
don't. Actually, you know what?
That's a rough
brought
place.
it up. You have a desire to create your own business and do something? Fucking don't.
Ooh, it's rough.
Sorry. Because guess what? There is no fucking book on that.
Well, there's a bunch of books on that. There's just a lot of it is you literally have to figure it out on your own.
That's it.
So you surround yourself with the right people, but in order to get yourself around the right people, you have to be able to communicate well. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to sell yourself to them, mm-hmm. to show them that you do have some sort of value, mm-hmm. for them to even want you to be in their space. Mm-hmm. So again, they should definitely in fucking high school there should be classes on public speaking. Maybe not to like I'm going to stand up in front of a crowd to be that guy, but at least communication classes, sales classes. I mean, just basic understanding of how to navigate the world, not at your leisure, but sort of to your benefit-ish.
I agree.
Because you got to be able to sell yourself. I mean, think about it. Zach, you're married. You sold yourself to Aubrey, right? 100%. You had to sell yourself to her.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you did a damn good job. Because she definitely bought. She definitely got you a discount rate.
Yeah, I was gonna say she.
Sorry, brother.
Love you, bud. But yeah,
I mean, like we all did. Like Brian, again, he's married. He sold himself to his wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So just even small transactions, they're still transactions. There must be a sell process.
Fucking, I tell you what, man.
What?
I'm so afraid for the next 15, 20 years. These teens graduating today. I've run into a group of teens. Okay.
Oh my.
I run into a group of teens.
Okay, let's hear this.
And I understood what my parents felt like when I was a teen, and I was old and not cool or whatever, you know.
Sure.
But some of these simple motherfuckers, I'm so sorry. That generation is so fucking soft.
Oh, baby shit.
It is.
Softer than baby shit.
Garbage. But I tell you what, I have a 13-year-old niece. I love that 13. I love Riley. She has a giant place in my heart. I'll do anything for her, but she's 13.
Yeah.
She's 13.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't understand half. Nope, that's a lie. 90% of the shit she did. She FaceTimed me. Did you know that they get on FaceTime? They don't show their face.
Don't want to get on FaceTime.
Okay, so they're on FaceTime, and she was FaceTiming me, and I just got to stare at her ceiling the whole fucking time. Didn't come on camera.
Why FaceTime? Why not just a phone call?
But the kids do that. They're like, we can't get on FaceTime.
Brian, she had to sell herself to me because this dick ain't free.
Oh!
Don't lie.
Guess what? You still bought. You bought.
I mean, you bought it, so you fell for the sale.
So all I got.
Damn. How's that make you feel, Brian?
Dick ain't free. Fuck.
Well, but I mean, like
my dick might be half off.
It's always on sale, dude. You know the power of sevens. For $9.97 a month, you could support my wiener. You know.
$9.97 a month to support my wiener.
Yeah. So there's actually a reason why all these programs and all these things on the internet that you see or 197, 297, 99, 97, 99, or whatever.
They just changed it from 98.
Yeah, well, I know that, but it's the power of 7. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But
Something you should learn in school.
again, it all circles back again. The schooling. And I do think there needs to be a fucking class in school. I don't want to say a class. A class of expectation setting for men and what you're about to fucking deal with, and yeah.
Oh God, can you imagine what classes? If you're gonna go back and teach a high school class,
What? All right.
what high school class are you teach?
What high school class am I teaching?
Okay, so I'm gonna teach a class. You're gonna teach a class. And I want to know, okay, here, I'm glad we brought this up. This is a good topic. So I want to know what your area of expertise would be and what class you're going to teach, how you're going to set your classroom up, and how you're going to go into the school and how you're interacting with the students.
Okay, so, well, I guess by trade. By trade, I would have to be. I don't want to say forced, but I would have to teach plumbing. Because by trade I'm a pipe fitter.
You could teach. No. I'm saying you could teach anything.
Oh man,
you could teach.
Well, I'm just going off of just real world scenario.
Something that is actually going to benefit these children. Now, granted, I want to take a minute to say. Some of the shit that you learn in school.
Brian's out here pimping 101, you know what I mean? Yeah.
See, Brian gets it. Don't remember the teacher's name, but we created a mock portfolio. He showed us how to do simple things like write a check, and I hope this.
I don't know if they still do.
Now listen, there are some teachers in school. There are some fantastic educators. I had some wonderful teachers in school that actually gave me real world shit. That treated me like a real person. That prepared me for the world and things and stuff, right?
Sure.
And I'm not saying school is shit. I'm not. Because I think that what kids you don't understand it till you're little, or when you're little, but when you get older, you understand that stupid bullshit I did in the algebra, geometry, trigonometry, all that shit. That part wasn't the fucking thing you're supposed to learn. It's the critical thinking, critical analytical skills, critical problem solving. That is what you could apply to the real world. You know what I mean?
Outside of the box thinking.
That stuff where it's you use math and numbers and you're just I ain't never going to use Pythagorean theorem.
Okay, because actually that's funny that you say that because it came right in my head because there's only been one time since I learned the Pythagorean theorem that I've actually used it in real world application, and that's when we were trying to design a new fucking setup for here, okay? But
I actually remember that.
I have not one time, and all the things that I've done a lot of different things, and all the shit that I've done haven't been able to come to the solution with basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division math. Yeah. Now, I understand if you were going into engineering and you're civil engineering or architectural design, something where you're going to have to be worried about all this crazy shit. Sure, 1,000%, absolutely. So I am glad that they give it the basis of it. That way you can at least, so believe this or not, I'm exceptionally well at trigonometry.
Oh no, I know.
I don't really know why, but I'm really good at trig, and I really don't even understand it. But I figured it out.
Yeah, they look at Brian. Hey man, kids can't problem solve anything anymore. They don't teach them things for themselves. And okay, how hard would it be? Because see, I'm not gonna lie, I'm relearning all the geometry functions right now as I study for my graduate. Yeah, dude. I mean,
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of it we haven't used since we had geometry class with Miss Maher in fucking high school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
we had to do. We couldn't Google shit. We had to figure shit out. But that's what I'm saying. Why instead of that's what you gotta learn. Instead of taking that and getting a back door to those things, why don't you have a class that's critical thinking? Critical problem solving. This. You know what I'm saying?
But again, you can't teach common sense. If you're to do any sort of critical thinking, you literally have to be able to take a step back and go, okay, that didn't work. Why? Did we try this?
I feel like that could be taught though. I think early enough you can catch on to that. That's something that
maybe early on, but I can tell you, just from you know what me and Brian did for a long time, that I would have grown ass men that couldn't critically think for them fucking selves.
But those think of how long you were in school for 12 years.
Sure, but I'm talking like guys who were 50, 60 years old that were incapable of doing abstract
those guys would have had our class, critical thinking, problem solving, common sense. Teacher's class called fucking common sense, right? If those guys would have had that class when they were in school and wouldn't have to develop it like we did the hard way, you know what I mean? Like that, I think you wouldn't have these fucking dum-dums that are running around trying to do this.
I don't know, man. It's such a there's a gap there. And that's why your businesses are structured the way they are. You have the people in place who will always be a field hand, no matter what. They will always be there. You always need them there. Mm-hmm. There will always be some sort of lead or crew foreman or crew supervisor, field superintendents. Then you get to the office side, the operation managers, and above. You know what I mean? There's
always going to be a need for a hierarchy in any
right. So the hierarchy is there just because there's only certain people that can actually perform those tasks. Mm-hmm. Now, if you are a person who can, maneuver yourself from a field hand and work your way up lead, field superintendent, ops manager, then yes, you're the person who can go all the way to the top of the chain, 100%, because at least you're good enough to do that job. And as you climb the ladder, the roles change. Is what you have to do to keep advancing, because now it's more political than actual work function.
Yeah, because well, that's the other thing. As you go farther up the chain, you get more detached from the actual thing that got you up the chain.
You're like the whole mentality, especially for me.
You're not even learning your trade anymore.
No.
When you're getting that high, you're not learning trade. Now you're learning politics. Now you're learning business
intricacies.
Yeah, and you're not even doing JJ might be the most dopest electrician, but if he moves up in a company, he ain't never going to touch a wire. Anything.
Well, that's the whole idea. So,
you know what I mean?
In the oil field, when me and Brian was there, my whole idea was I don't want to be a field hand long. So, the further I can put myself away from the field and put somebody in behind me to take care of the field, then take care of this spot and then this spot, and then so I can climb the ladder. That's where it's at, because now I'm so far detached from the field that the field ops don't matter to me. Because that is no longer my job scope or my area of focus. It is now into.
Are we out of beer?
No, there's over there in that bag. Yeah, dude, I thought about you. I figured like you might be having a bad night, so I wanted to make sure he was taken care of. I got you. I felt that. Like you even telling me, I knew it. Got you, dog. Always here for you.
It's my fucking boy right here.
But
dude.
you
know what, he does that shit to me all the time. If he wants to hide the mystery of the universe, put it on this end of the table where I have to walk by every fucking time, and I never look over there for any. I'm always looking over this way. There damn sure has been a bag sitting there forever. Now I'm sitting over here nursing this cocksucker like it ain't fucking shit. Oh, love it.
But anyway, where I was going with all this, so like what people fail to realize is I'll catch argument from people on this, and it is what it is. But it honestly doesn't matter where you came from. You could be a general manager for XYZ automotive sales, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you could be and you were general manager there for 10, 15 years. You finally had enough with the automotive sales, and you want to be the plant manager at XYZ manufacturing. Okay? Because of your management experience. You may not know how the plant functions, but you don't need to know how the plant functions. That's not your fucking job.
That's not my job at that point.
No.
I'm doing a management role, and I'm doing management.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the fuck I'm managing.
And management is only dealing with people.
That's it.
It is. I have to deal with people, and there's people here that are delegated to do said job, so I don't have to. You know, it just it doesn't make sense because whenever you're working your way
good?
up, huh?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. As you're working your way up, like, oh well, I need to know how to do every facet of this job to get that spot, then that spot, and then that spot. Well, there does come a time where you got guys who above you have a culinary degree, right? Who they've never done this job a day in their life.
No.
They got it because they had a fucking degree, but that's another conversation. But you don't actually have to factually know how to do said job, as long as you know how to manage people, money, and the business. You'll be all right. That's why there's people there who are your shift supervisors,
You know what?
your foremen, stuff like that.
And
They're there
and
for
I
a
wanna
reason.
I want to give credit to the field hands. Because
Why?
I'm gonna use your term. I'm gonna give credit to the field hands.
Why?
Because here's the thing, man.
You're gonna really have to throw this one out there for me.
All right, look. If you didn't have field hands,
Okay.
would the work get done?
Oh, it sure fucking did for 15 years. Me and
No,
Brian
but
did it all.
But somebody has to do.
Yeah, the fucking operations
job.
manager was fucking doing it all, so it got done.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The thing is, I want to so if you're sitting there, right? Maybe you're not good, and this is another thing. Maybe they should teach these fucking kids. All right, maybe you're not going to be the boss one day. Maybe you're just not a boss. That has such a connotation. Maybe not a boss. Maybe you're not a leader. You know what I mean? But if you are the best fucking field hand ever, that is your, everybody got to realize these are all cogs in a machine, right? If one cog is fucked up, it doesn't matter. Everything has to work for everything has to work. At no point in time can the machine shut down, so every part has to function and serve a
Absolutely,
purpose.
sure.
So even if you go through life and somebody's telling you you're never going to be a leader, you're never going to be this, those kids are shooting, whatever, you know what I mean? Shooting for the top. Bro, there's a mother. I just watched this guy who traded in. I'm in car sales. So there's this guy I watch. I flip through all the fucking TikTok. Shout out to, first off, shout out. One shout out to this guy called Russ Flips Whips. I hate your face. I hate your face. I every time I see you pop up on anything, I want to just punch you so good and deep into your face. I want to rearrange it so that you have the most punchable young old man face I've ever seen in my entire life. I hate you with a fiery passion, but you're probably a good person at some point in time, right? But this guy got out of car sales, and he is now teaching other dealerships and people in the automotive industry how to use the internet to boost their productivity. So he's literally doing his own thing.
Yeah.
But so this guy, doing that, and there's this other guy whatever. But there's this one bald dude. He always asks if the car has cats on it, right?
Yeah.
So it's Russ Flips West, this Rufus. I don't know his fucking name.
Sure, no idea.
He's one of those guys who's always his videos are all the same, but they're all funny. But this guy's like, oh, does it have cats? And this one guy had this rare as fuck, expensive as fuck, 300,000 GTR, and he got a bunch of these dope whips. And he's like, people ask me, what do you do? He's like, I'm a CNC machinist. He's a CNC machinist, and he just is making a great life for himself. He's good at what the fuck he does. He found a trade. He's not the boss. He's not owning the company. He's a fucking hand.
He made himself invaluable.
He is good. So even if you're not going to grow up and you're not going to be a leader, you don't need to be a leader. You just
don't.
pick a lane,
And
fucking
stay in
dedicate
it and
yourself
be
to
good
it,
at it.
fucking
Own your space.
do it. Dude, if you're gonna be a stock shelfer at Walmart, I want you make sure that whenever they know Corky comes on shift, everything is out, full stock, looks perfect. You are the shit. You can go anywhere and stock any shelves, because if that comes to shelf stocking, you're the fucking guy.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You don't gotta make decisions. Not everybody has to do that. Some workers are important too. People that do things insignificant. And you know what? Everybody in the whole universe looks down on people that work at like McDonald's, Burger
All right,
King.
I'm gonna pump you on the brakes real quick, right there. I just want our viewers to understand one thing. You can knock on Taco Bell, on McDonald's, Burger King, any of the fast food chains. You can knock on it all you want. It's not a real job. Blah 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 blah. Sure, it is a stepping stone. I mean, that's what it's designed for. That's why the wage is what it is. It's entry level position, but if you work your way up and make your way to corporate, you will be 1,000,000,000% paid.
Dude, it's
They
fucking
make
insane.
corporate side. They make so much fucking money. It's unreal.
Corporate side. You mean to tell me you're in corporate McDonald's that's in every fucking country?
And that's when you're now the regional manager, district manager, or whatever.
And you just
And
sitting back?
You're fucking getting commission checks off of all of your stores.
I know.
All of your stores.
But like, how mad would you? Everybody says like, oh, I don't want to do that. You know what? Whenever you're drunk or you're hungry and you going through the drive-thru and there ain't a single motherfucker there, and they gotta close down because ain't nobody want to do. Guess what? The motherfuckers that are there, 2 o'clock in the morning, even though you're just phoning it the fuck in, I still am glad that you showed up for work
Sure.
because I still get my fucking chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
find a purpose, serve a purpose. Try to be the best of that person, because here's the other thing: when you're good at something, and you are like the shit, it makes doing that so much fucking easier. Whenever you sit there and you're like, you know what, this is cool, I'm gonna do this. Find yourself,
but while you're there, learn the skills. Learn the skill set they're trying to teach. Just learn it.
Because you know what, even if you don't, like I said, it's just like it is in school. Which again, they might. I've learned stuff on some jobs that I've used on other jobs that I used on other jobs.
I just want to point out something, and I can say this wholeheartedly without a shade of doubt. A couple guys that I know, me and Brian in particular, and Bucky, we acquired a field hand that wasn't fuck all. Okay, he wasn't fucking shit. And because he was trained properly and knew how to do the job, because he worked with the best guys in the fucking industry, and I say that extremely confidently, that this fucking guy, who still sucks, but I have actually watched guys who have done it longer than him at other companies who are worse than him at the fucking job they've been doing for 5-6 years. He did it for fucking 9 months.
Did it for you.
Whatever. A year, 9 months to a year, whatever it may be. So
you said I heard you go. You weren't worth a fuck all. I was like, okay, still could be me.
still could be me.
Still could be me. Sucks all of them. He does.
Yeah. So I mean, like, but you took the initiative to learn from us, and I will wholeheartedly, without a shade of doubt in my mind, the last water transfer company that I worked for as an operations supervisor, I would stack you up against everybody there but one.
I'm cool with that.
And you'd fucking smoke them all, and they've all done it for a long time.
Because and like I said, I think that's our generation, man.
It's a generational issue.
I can tell you somebody. So, and that's the other thing, man. That's one of those things. It's like, I can tell you from my experience, man. Whenever I started working with these boys, right? So I started off my working career in construction. I know Brian won't believe it, Corky won't believe it, and when I say construction,
No, do not believe this whatsoever.
I was a helper.
I don't even believe that.
I worked with my dad.
Damn.
He worked for Bastion Homes. And he was a union carpenter.
So you drove your dad to work.
Worker.
You drove your dad to work.
He had a stick. I couldn't do that at that time, but then I learned how to do that. No, but what I'm saying is, I did that, and then my dad told me, he always told me, he was like, dude, I don't want you out here doing this shit. I want you to go find something. So that's what I did my whole life. I worked in white-collar jobs because my dad didn't want me doing this shit, right? Because he knows what kind of life that was, and you boys know what kind of life that is. It's a hard fucking life. It is hard on your body.
Yes, it is.
It's fucking hard on your time.
This will be my last one.
It's hard on everything, right? So, when I had a bevy of just skills and a lifetime of experience in these other fields, and you know what the like. So here's some just a big mistake on Dad's part. Yeah, I know you had to fucking fill in some gaps there for me a couple times. Hold on, I'll tell you a side note about that. But no, like, so when I started working for these boys, it was completely out of my element. And everything that I knew didn't mean shit. So I had to sit there, and you sit there, and like the only like you gotta be open to learn. Take some of the stuff, and then some of the stuff I learned with working with these guys, like I don't shy away from. My mentality is now work till the job is done.
That's the only way to do it.
See, I never had that. So when you come from corporate America where you're 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, that's what you're used to, that's not necessarily the right way. These boys made me take pride in what I'm doing. Work till the job is done. Do it fucking right.
Do it, be done with it.
Take some pride in fucking in it and just...
And the only reason that we would work until the job was done is because tomorrow... That job better be fucking done because there's 12 more to do tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. You like
we didn't have the option to fuck around and come back.
No, it was just like there was
for no reason whatsoever. We did that super high velocity dip tube for no reason.
That tube, you know what the best part was? Didn't even get used.
No, but
I think they actually scrapped the project. Like, they talked to Brian and they scrapped that whole thing, but he still made me make the float.
But Carp, like literally, that we went super high velocity on that. Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
We didn't do it because it needed done.
No, I know.
We did it just so we could watch you drill 3,500 holes in this thing.
Brian, I'll never forget Brian's realization because you know Brian was one of those guys too, and I think that's why he you know he knows my background.
Sure.
You know, me and Brian that's one of my brothers, man. I would like, dude, if I'm not worth a damn for much, but whatever I have, Brian can have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
Like, straight up. Like, I might not be worth much, but Brian knows at least I got him for whatever I can. But I'll never forget the time Brian was telling me to hook a chain up. Hook a chain up to something, right? And he's like... when we first started, Brian would tell me something, and he was getting to know me and stuff. He's like, you don't know how to strap stroke? What the fuck are you doing? And then I remember we were down in Alabama and we had to hook a chain up to something. And he's like, do you not know how to hook up? You probably don't know how to hook up a chain, do you? Because then after he got to know me for a while, he was like, how the fuck? You probably don't know how to do this, do you?
Let me show you.
And I looked at him, he was like, he saw the look on my face. He was like, you're not an idiot. You just never had to do this.
Nobody's ever had made you do this. Yeah.
You've never had to hook a chain up to anything before. Nope. Guess what? Learn how to do that. But it was cool, and recount them. That was the motherfucker.
Yeah, literally, that was
it wasn't just the 3,500 holes. It was drilled and verified, counted and verified. So here's my dumb. You know what? He was so nice. He was like, "Hey man, don't even worry. I'll give you my paint marker."
For no reason. It was literally. I actually got a video of him using a chainsaw. That is hilarious because he's trying to use a chainsaw like a fucking butter knife. It's hysterical.
First off, Lauren, I got
a whole gang of shit, Lauren. To be honest, just text me. I can send you all kinds of stuff. It's hilarious. Florida was a trip for all of us. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I actually yes, I've gotten my hands dirty. I've gotten the rest of me dirty because. Instead of
actually, if you get on my my personal TikTok, there's a TikTok of him where I'm sitting in the truck watching him work. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
There might be more than one actually. I don't know.
Didn't want me to use any of the equipment because didn't know how to use equipment yet. So they're like, "Hey, we got to dig a trench under this pipe," and I'm like, "Oh, we bringing over the trench." Nope. He's like, "Here's a shovel. Have fun." And Corky's in the
it's
truck.
95 degrees outside.
In the Florida fucking heat, humidity, Corky's got his nipples are hard. It's so fucking cold in the truck. Fucking. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna get rid of your bitch mitten sooner or later, ain't you?"
Corpse and hot out there. That sucks.
It was funny. But no, man, value. It's something like that. I wouldn't trade those times for the world because
Nah.
we learned some good stuff. I also learned the value of not dropping drills in water.
Yeah, don't do that. But I mean,
Or impacts in water.
To go ahead and recap, you know, we do most parents, you know, and the schools and all that do a huge disservice to the children, and the fact that, you know, the world is a cold, dark, hateful fucking place, and that it's not rainbows and unicorns. Your memorization skills, get A's don't mean shit, and you're about to, you know, these kids every year are going to walk out and get hit in the fucking face with a 2x4, and
We call life.
yeah, life is here and it sucks. You can prolong it by going to college. That's completely fine. But eventually you're going to find it. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck.
And you know what? Once you figure out how to navigate it, don't get me wrong. Life's always going to be ups and downs.
Sure.
It's not all bad.
No, you're going to have great times out there. But there's a lot of
Like-
rough you have to get through.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you're going to go through it, and it's going to be okay. And quite honestly, I want the future generation to be way better than I am.
Sure.
Because here's the thing.
But it's not.
I'm going to have to rely on these motherfuckers at some point.
Yeah.
I want you. Like, nobody from the older generation wants you to suck.
No.
Like, we all genuinely do not want you to suck. We want you to be good because we are, whether we like it or not, we are going to need you at some point.
Somebody have to take care of me. Somebody have
I
to do my
need
plumbing.
you to be
Somebody have
able
to
to
do some
do
shit.
this. And if we can prepare you or help you, I might talk so much shit on this younger generation, but if you genuinely will come and be like, "Hey, can you show me, teach me? I want to
Sure.
learn." Yes,
100%.
You know why? Because whenever I don't want to fucking do this anymore, I want to be able to know that you fucking can.
Yeah.
You know, like, so. I just think, like I said, I think we're getting off on a wrong path with these kids. And the kids scare me, and it could be just me getting older, and the times changing, just like our parents did to us and stuff.
Sure.
And you know, as you get older, you start to see how many of those like things that they said. Like, I know as you get older, you remember something your folks has said to you when you was younger, and you're saying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, yeah, you're definitely reiterate things.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
a level of that, but there's also a level of like, you know, we gotta do better for these kids.
Yeah, and that's we have to do it as parents.
And again, I want to preface it. We got to do better for these kids, not for the kids. Fuck these kids, but for me.
Word. Yeah,
They
for
got to do
ourselves.
this for me. I need better help.
You need better construction. You need better plumbers.
I
you
want to live
fucking.
better.
I mean,
and
we
these
need.
kids
it,
have to.
It don't
do
matter just the trades. It's any aspect. We need better.
Better.
That, or at least somebody to take the reins, and it has to start at the house, the school, and that can be a whole ass episode. How I feel about schools, and we can continue on this, but guys,
And you know what? And as a fact of, we're growing until 60. We're gonna have to.
what am I until 60?
We can't. We're gonna cut at 60.
Nah, we're gonna cut. We're already way past our allotted time frame.
Half hour minimum.
Yeah, maximum.
We actually had some convo.
What we did, we had a great conversation this evening, and that's why I think we'd go ahead and land on a high.
So, from two guys drinking beer on the internet, that is something kids fucking do. Maybe somebody teach us how to be better at this. We're not
That's where we need the kids.
We're actually, yeah.
to teach us how to be better at this.
Yeah,
because they
this
know
part,
this. We don't.
Hey, you could be useful. This might be your skill where you teach
I know how to turn a computer on and make
teach
this stuff.
old fuckers how to use technology.
Yeah, no shit.
That'd be cool. But from all of us, at professionally average,
The two of us.
That's all of us.
I mean, I guess you're right.
This is
Yeah,
all of
it's
us.
All of us.
All of us are professionally average here. We'd like to say thank you again for tuning in this week. I like the way kind of how we did this week. And again, if you can like and share,
That'd be really dope.
Video, that'd be cool on whatever platform.
And
you're
actually,
on.
and also, yes, it completely fucks with Facebook's algorithm, and I don't care. Take a second, go to our page, and invite your friends list. Help us out. We're trying to grow. If you don't follow us on YouTube, fucking do it. So let's
we should all get a call and feature next time.
So we do have the call. We do have the call feature. Anytime that you're Zach, anytime that hell, if you're in town, 100% down to come down.
Yeah.
If you want to call in, we can do it with anybody.
Yeah.
So we are ready for that. Which is whenever somebody wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, do that, and then, like I said, as you're liking all this stuff, if you're on our socials, I really kind of like how this shook out because this was not our brainchild. This
is Brian's brainchild.
Yeah,
Brian's
so, like,
brain baby.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if you want to talk about something, leave a comment for us. Send us a message.
DM, whatever. Just put it out there. Let us know because we do have the hardest time trying to figure out what the fuck to talk about.
And it's kind of cool because you guys talk with us.
And actually, maybe we'll start posting throughout the week. Hey, what should we talk about this week?
Maybe we'll put a poll, vote on a poll. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
But if you want to get engaged. But from all of us to all of you, we're going to drink more beer.
Absolutely. Friday. So does that mean it's time for the
Gold Rush?
Ooh, daddy! Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. We hope you've had as much fun as we have. But sadly, the golds have ran dry and we're off to our next watering hole. See y'all next time on the Professional Average Podcast.